All right, wait. I'm getting this on record right now. So you're saying that I can paint your Suburban?
You really want to paint it?
I mean, yeah, but when I first brought up painting the next giveaway truck, you acted like I was crazy.
Like, you literally want to paint the office at 2 o'clock in the morning. You paint my Suburban?
I mean, are you gonna let me though? That's what you're saying?
What you do? Fuck it up and we gotta bedline it?
I won't bedline it, I promise. I mean, it can't be any messed up than what it already is. I mean, should I just YouTube some shit or?
Just Google how to paint a school bus because it's the same size. You know, most people start out with like, hey, I'm gonna practice on this door. And this is like, what's the biggest thing they make? Yeah, Suburban will have that.
I feel like we should call Damon.
Probably should call Damon. Damon!
We need a favor!
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know everyone's been missing the Suburban, and if you remember correctly, it was wrecked off a tow truck. Car ran the wrecker off the road on a little countryside road, and it hit a tree. But this is the weekend that it's coming back, okay? It's getting a paint job, and I'm gonna do the paint job. Have I ever painted anything before? No. Is it kind of scary? Yes, but I have my good friend Damon here.
Who, me?
Hello, Damon.
Hi.
So if you guys remember, Damon worked for me never for me. I worked for Damon.
Way cooler if I did.
I worked with Damon in Utah at Sparks, and he is the master painter.
Master's a bold statement.
More master than me.
Okay, there we go.
So he flew in all the way from Ohio for the weekend and is going to train me in painting. And Zach agreed to let this be the guinea pig, the first thing I'm ever going to paint. So
Did he agree or just kind of let us do it?
I think he just kind of let us do it, but we're not going to let him down. So hopefully it turns out okay. She's looking a little rough right now. If you want to come take a look.
Better than it did.
Better?
Better than it did.
Yeah. It's better than what you thought you were walking
Yes,
into, right?
that is very true.
So this is obviously a different color. And then the rest of it, we don't know what the color is. It's not a factory color, and it's faded from the color that it was. So we're repainting the whole thing, but that's going to be a surprise. It's going down. So what's the first steps here?
First step is we're going to need to get you a ladder. Something to stand on.
Yeah.
Because this is even eye level for me. So,
yeah,
it's past that. So, get something to stand on. Probably the first thing that needs to be addressed is this obviously needs to pretty much all come off. So if we would paint over this, everywhere that you feel with your hand and everywhere that does this, it's A, not going to stick, and B, it's going to be just as rough as this.
That makes sense.
So if we can get all this stuff addressed, while you're like starting on that, I'll start taking like this kind of stuff off and like that front panel and just the little things, get them out of the way. So that way we're not like tripping over each other and you can just keep going forward because we get this done. Go to that side, do the same thing over there because it's obviously the same shape as this. And then we'll focus on fixing this door. Door's got quite a bit of dents and little things. So we'll teach you on that part next.
Alrighty. You know? That's exactly what I was doing.
It's all up on the angle.
Wow, Zach, you know,
just wanted your fucking
He wanted it 15 seconds of fame.
he hates the camera, but yeah, he's like, here, let me show you how to do this. The exact same way you're doing
Maybe you should do it then.
This is your fucking art project, not mine.
We can't run two at a time, can we?
That thing doesn't like this in general.
Can we with that other compressor?
Correct. Yeah, take it all down, right down the middle right there. Yeah, look, it's already dead.
Rip.
Yeah, give it a power.
My little air compressor wasn't cutting it, so I got a new one.
Big girl.
Big girl. She's gonna make life a lot easier this weekend. Oh my God, my magnet stuck to it. Give it back. She stole my magnet. Bitch.
That's a serious magnet.
Yeah. Back in business. Lone Star Throwdown 2021. Okay, so it has not been to a show in 2 years. So it's making its comeback at this show, but 2023. So that's kind of cool. Lone Star Throwdown, it's going down. It's the reveal. I'm sure we're going to be working up right to the last minute. All right, so we're getting ready to lay down some Bondo. He's taping some places.
To keep things from going places they shouldn't belong.
And then Ethan over here just pulled out a whole artist pizza board thing.
His finger painting board.
I don't know where he got that. He's a professional painter, I guess. We're gonna use cardboard.
I got tricks. There you go. Dang, he's got big ones here.
So is there any rhyme or reason to the formula?
Yep, so pretty much you want to just kind of make a pass all the way across it. And then
A little bit
mix
of
it
this, a little bit
together.
of that.
Yep.
He's got the flick of the wrist.
Right there, perfect. Okay, like this.
I'm gonna try to have that same hand motion.
Okay, let's see.
Hang on, I got this.
Same. Perfect. Actually looks really good. Looks
I've
great.
done drywall before.
I see that. Don't
It
go
wasn't
crazy.
great?
Don't go crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when you'll dig. So now you can come over here, take what you got left, and you can get that one. Perfect.
Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Get in the hole.
Get in there. Some Bondo with some hardener, eh? The hardener's what blew up. Sometimes you don't put enough in and it stays white, eh? I got some in my mouth. Oh, nummy. I think we've done it. He's ready for us to sand the shit out of it yet again in the morning.
All right, well, we are finally done sanding this whole big girl, and we're gonna start taping and start preparing to spray some primer. So now we get into the fun stuff.
So funny story is if this literally wasn't 5 days before you guys leave, I would not be interested in this project at all. There's like an 80% chance this is gonna work, and if there was like a 100% chance of it working, I would definitely not be interested.
It just wouldn't be any fun.
No, it'd take the fun right out of it.
So I mean, why shouldn't my very first paint job be on a vehicle this big that's not mine, that Zach will probably break up with me if I mess up?
Why shouldn't it be?
Why shouldn't it be?
Like, I mean, normal people like starting like a Honda Accord, like a, I don't know, not a broadside of a barn. It's two different colors.
Yeah.
5 days before it needs to leave to go somewhere else.
Just wouldn't be any fun.
So are you getting excited?
I'm getting so excited.
We're getting close. This was the worst part. It gets a little bit better before you paint it, but this is definitely the worst part.
The most time-consuming part.
Oh, yeah. Because if you screw up now, you're going to live with it for the whole time until you're entirely done, then redo it.
Great.
So.
And then have to do it twice.
Then you have to do it again.
All of it.
Yeah, the whole thing.
No pressure or anything.
No pressure at all. I have faith in you.
You know, it's like the truth of it is, even if I do an okay job, I will be so proud of myself. Can't nobody tell me shit, to be honest.
Exactly.
Like, I'm just happy to be here.
So, you know, the funny thing about all this is no matter what happens today, tomorrow, whenever we decide to have you paint this, it's still going to turn out 95% better than my first one. My first one, I was 14 years old. I might have been 50. I think I was 15. 15 years old, and it was in the grass in my parents' backyard. I borrowed a spray gun from somebody's uncle or dad. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I went to the paint store, bought the paint, didn't know you needed to clear coat it, painted this whole thing, and yeah, and it was all kind of downhill from there. And then I was like, you know what? It was like a 1992 Toyota Corolla or something.
Oh my God.
Yeah, nothing was good about it. Nothing was good about it. So no matter what, your first one's going to turn out better than mine.
My first one made me think that painting was easy, and that it was just one and done. It was doing flatbeds, nice flat surfaces that were going to get roughed up, so it didn't really matter. Went at it on an actual vehicle and found out that it wasn't nearly as easy as the first one.
So basically, now that we've got this whole thing taped up, cleaned, ready to go, we need to mix the primer. So we need to mix it 4 to 1 to 1, so we can spray it on here. Probably put 3 or 4 coats on it. Make sure it's good. That way you can sand it and we can paint it tomorrow. And I happen to bring a very large paint gun, so that makes this whole thing a lot easier for you.
What was the second one?
The second one is like, okay, so like the top of the door where we just sanded a little bit, or like the bottom of the rocker where you just sanded it, we don't need a ton of like primer to make it all level. It just kind of seals that off. That way you can come back, sand it, make it smooth, and then paint it.
But we're not going to put the sealer in this first one?
We will.
Oh,
so
okay.
the sealer will be next. So like we'll let all this dry, we'll sand it, we'll come back in and we'll sealer the whole thing. Then you literally give the sealer like 15 minutes, then we go straight to paint.
Gotcha.
Where this
So
we have to let
it's
dry overnight.
This, 4 to 1.
4 to 1. Then we're going to follow it in the next column where it says 1. Do the same thing. And then we're done. And we'll stir it up with a stick.
That way, whenever they roll up to LST, they can jump out.
Blue Man Crew.
It's kind of like this.
All right, so it is 4:03, Saturday, February 18th. We leave Thursday for Lone Star Throwdown. I know we've reiterated this multiple times, but we are just now starting primer. So, fingers crossed. Let's go.
Okay, so biggest thing is you want to stay roughly about this far away. So like this distance. The closer you get, the more you put on. The slower you go, the more you put on. That's when you get a run. Okay. So we're going to let the gun do most of the work. So basically we're going to start like this. Stay about this far away. 50% over what you sprayed. Go over it again. Should be golden.
So you're letting off
You don't have to. You can just do it normal. I just habit for me. So like you can just pull the trigger, and when you're like done over here, like you can let off.
Okay.
So, yep.
Push.
Yep.
Now, I don't want to hit the trigger when I'm facing the part, right? Or does it matter?
It's kind of like bed liner. You want to do it a little bit off, but you can face it and do it with this. There you go. Bit away from this because we don't want to make a hard edge, so just kind of bring it up close to it and then go like this and then keep doing it all the way around and then work your way all the way to the front. Perfect. Cool.
right, y'all. It's a new day. Last night we got the primer on, got it all sanded. So just going over it really quick, and then
It's go time.
then it's go time. We're gonna.
For you to paint this.
We got to clean this thing really good, clean the shop really good. Cause you know we're not in no fancy paint booth. Thank you to Ethan for letting us use your shop. So we're gonna do that, and then it is go time. And hi, hello, it's Lacey in editing, realizing that the mic glitched out and didn't record this entire scene. So here we are, sanding the primer, finishing that up. And Zach came to pay us a visit and check out our progress. So once we pan over to him, you know, she's looking good in the primer, looking smooth, okay? And he looks concerned. I don't quite remember what he said. I think, I don't know. I think he was just like, don't F it up. And if you do, oh well. I'm probably talking a little shit right there, you know? Who knows? I wish we knew. Sure wish we knew.
Is it time?
I think it's time. We've only said like 87 times that it's time, but when you know it's time, that's when it's time.
Oh, it's time.
So, it's time. So, we're opening up the color. It is time. And I realized I haven't told you guys the colors that we're doing. So, we're doing forward white because it's the most pure white, and then blue again. So, we're doing two-tone blue and white. Pretty much the same as it was, but Zach went to the paint store and had the blue matched better to the powder coat, since the powder coat we're not redoing. So it's a little bit of a different blue, but same color scheme for the most part.
So this is pretty much what you're going to get when it's all said and done.
Yep. I think it looks pretty good.
14 ounces of reducer, get 28 ounces, we can cram that in the can. So take
You
this.
said a lot of gibberish.
A lot of gibberish right there. So we're going to go to the number 14 right there, 14 ounces. Take the
Okay, you're
reducer.
on that side, gotcha.
Yeah, you can see it through the thing, but we're like this. We're going to put 14 ounces of reducer in there. And that gives us our 1-to-1 ratio. Give it a stir. I'm going to go get the gun. I'm going to get
Made a
a
mess.
strainer, and we should be good to go.
It's getting real. Hopefully the primer let me get a little bit of a hang of it, but this is going to be my first official spray.
So I would probably start back here. So go on these and go down whichever side you want to go. If you like working this way better, then just pick whatever way works better for you. Best bet is always just keep the hose kind of like behind you and then your hand under like this. And I like to be in front of it. That way you're in charge of this. That's fine. You don't step on it, you step on it. Alright, now first.
Excited, Dennis?
What?
Are you excited?
Well, I'm excited for you because this is going to be pretty cool.
I'm so excited.
And I'm just excited to rub it in Jay's face because Jay said there was no way that we were going to get this done.
Did you
and we're
really?
Gonna be, yeah, he looked me right in the eye. Looked me right in the eye and said there's no way that's going to be done. I said I'll be done by Sunday night. Oh, there's no way. No way.
So how long does the blue dry before clear?
By the time we take all this So that's the only tricky thing is you got to peel this off so delicately.
Yeah.
Because if we yank it off there, it's just going to take the paint with it.
Yeah.
Even though it sticks pretty good, because obviously we already pulled it off, so it's not going to come off. But notice how like where I pushed really hard, I like touched the tape. I took some of the sticky off, so it doesn't stick as
That
hard.
makes sense. All right, so there was something in it. I should have just left it alone. It was like a little, I don't know if it was a bug, piece of dust or what, but I touched it. And now Damon's gonna attempt to fix it. I think I buried it in the paint too much for it to fix like that, but I could be wrong. That's the culprit.
Guarantee somebody in the comments, baby's mama's uncle's cousin
Correct.
knows how to paint.
Oh, for sure.
He knows everything you did wrong.
Everything.
Yeah, look, it's not splotchy. Like, there's really nothing. What do you, I mean, what do you want me to tell you? Like,
I thought it-
like, there's nothing
I thought it was
sticking out that it's goofy looking.
pretty good.
Other than you ran out of height at the, you know, the top, but that's
Yeah.
to be expected.
Yeah, the roof might not really be
That's all right.
painted the best, but
I'm sorry, how many times have you painted before?
this is the first time. Well, I'm too short to get the roof, but no one's gonna see up there on
I've
44.
also seen worse by quote unquote painters.
Yeah, true. But no one's gonna see up at the top on 44-inch boggers for sure. So it's okay. Listen, Ipa and Oshi. Okay, mind your business. You guys, check this thing out. Damon, time check.
Oh,
Time check.
oh, geez. Okay, so it is 9:36, the Sunday before
Before we
LST.
leave. Technically, we got to be wrapped up by Wednesday. So, we're pretty much almost completed. It looks amazing satin. We actually love it, just like it is. But we are going to do clear. So, I love the pearl on this paint. You can kind of see it really good right here. I didn't know this color was actually this pretty. And I love it. No LB Body Shop coming soon or anything, but
But plenty more projects coming down the
Plenty
old
more
pipeline for you.
projects.
I always like to, my first coat, I want it to look like my last one. So don't run it, don't put it on so heavy that it runs, but put it on to where it starts to look smooth. You don't want it dry. Some people would be like, oh, I want it dry so it sticks. No, we'll put 2 heavy coats on it, and then you're done. And then all you gotta do is come back in, we'll wet sand a little bit of stuff. Boom, next.
If it runs, run it till it hits the fucking
Yeah.
ground.
So I will say the clear is actually what I am nervous about. I feel like it's gonna be the hardest, but at least we can stand the runs out, right?
Perfect amount. Okay, all right, have at it.
It's a little too cloudy and misty in there for the camera, but making good progress. What do you think of the progress so far, Ethan?
Laying it down, bogging it out. Hang out
Hey. You're good. Now you should be able to finish.
So I was definitely surprising myself. I did a little better than I thought, but then I didn't realize that the clear kind of evens out after you leave it sit for a minute. So I got a couple runs I'm a little disappointed with, but overall I think it went pretty good. All right, y'all, it is Monday, Damon's last day here, and we're about to do a little reveal out into the sunshine to check it out. I'm so excited. Woo! Oh my gosh. So we got just a couple runs.
Nothing crazy.
Nothing too
This
crazy.
is the worst of it right here. You didn't do bad. You can live with that. That'll come out. I'd 110% rather have someone get a run in something and have to only wet sand and buff this run out than if this thing be just extremely orange peeled. You're spending 3 days wet sanding it just to try to make it smooth when you could have just tried to fix this. This will be fixed in like 1 hour.
Heck yeah.
Not bad.
Not forking bad.
All right, guys, we have been wet sanding, except I found out that I'm not very good at wet sanding, so I called in some backup. We got Chase over here.
What's up?
What's
We're gonna
up?
knock this thing out.
Yes, it's looking so good. He's been wet sanding and doing some buffing, and it's already looking like glass. So I'm super excited, but I'm extra excited because Zach just pulled up, and he is gonna see this thing for the first time. So I'm gonna go grab him. I'm gonna put this mic on him, and he doesn't have the biggest personality, so don't expect a big reaction, but hopefully he likes it. So let's go get him. Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready. How
Okay.
bad did you mess it up?
No, it looks really good, I promise. I'm gonna turn, hang on. Oh, I'm gonna turn this mic on, because you're really quiet.
I'm always quiet.
No, it looks really good, I promise. Everyone
swear?
Everyone has said it looks good.
So we're not bedlining it.
No,
Okay.
and hopefully you won't break up with me, right?
Depends on how bad it is.
Oh my God.
Damn, you didn't fuck that up at all.
I thought it,
Expecting it? You fucked up.
Well, I figured we were gonna bedline it before we left.
wow,
Wow, you did good. You're
thanks.
gonna fuck around and become a painter.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty fun.
Damn. You're doing good, sir.
Thanks, buddy.
You're doing good.
Thanks, buddy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, she's just about ready.
Better put them boggers back
Put those
on it.
boggers on. Should be ready to go to LST.
Yep. How many days before LSD? Tomorrow. Like 24 hours. Well, actually less than that. What is it? 6 o'clock? 22 hours. When do we leave tomorrow? At 4.